Hi guys, welcome to everyone Yogamentary episode 14. Thank you for sticking around and coming back for another show. I think that I'm going to get a little deep with it this week. So if you're not into crazy spiritual talk, you might not be interested this week. I've tried to think of ways to leave things out and still tell you what I want to tell you. And I'm not sure how well that'll go. I haven't decided what all I'm going to say or how I'm going to say it yet. But I do feel like it's my calling to say things, and therefore sugarcoating might not work this time. So I'm sure most of you have have checked into numerology or the stars, astrology, something. There's something like that you're into. If you can think of it that way, maybe it won't seem so far-fetched to you. Anyway, I think we'll dive in with the part of the talk that is, I'm going to start with oneness. Oneness, I think, is such a huge thing. If you can feel like you're one with everything around you, if you're present and you're one with just everything around you, you can communicate with everything around you. You can feel the vibrations and communicate. The thing that I remember the longest in my life is because I've always felt a calling to do something. And from the earliest that I remember trying to work with it, the first thing that struck with me that I've always told myself is everything is an energy. Love heals all energies. And with that, I can move energy. And when you combine that and the oneness, and anyone can do this. It's presence and acceptance and just knowing that you are a part of everything. And anyway, I have a really close-knit relationship with animals, and I have animals speak to me. Sometimes I feel like I can literally communicate with them, and usually it's more of a message basis for me or for someone else. And I also read medicine cards, Native American animal type thing, and I can tell when I want to read them for someone. And so far everyone's really resonated with the messages they've received. Or sometimes just an animal will come along, and you can whenever that happens, if you really pay attention, the animals are talking to you just like the numbers and the stars. And one will come out of nowhere and be either there all the time or just do something really odd. And you don't have to have a medicine book to look up the animals in. You can Google online. Most of the time you can Google, the meaning of a spider or the spiritual meaning of a spider, or you can try medicine cards, the spider, or I had another one that works good. What is it? Oh, the totem for a spider. Any of those will get you information. And usually there's some message in there that animal has that is going to resonate with you. And I feel like everyone probably has their own way with this. But for me, I feel like I have a basis totem animal and some rotating ones where they'll come into my life and help me with something and then move on. Or maybe they're not even a totem to me. Maybe they just stopped in real quick for a quick message. And so for me, my main is a wasp, and she has all kinds of great messages. But I don't want to just talk about the animals this week. I have this oneness spreads to all things, and you can feel them and learn from them. And I think about this, and I was thinking about the literal terms of it and the figurative and scientific, and I was tearing it apart. And so I guess I need to, before we get into that, I feel like there's layers of this consciousness around us, and maybe they're just memories on the land, maybe spirits, maybe all of these things that you can pick up on if you want to, if you tune into them, if you're present enough, if you're one enough. And I was thinking, do these messages from animals or plants or the earth or spirits or just memories, are they there as that? Or is it your mind just giving you what you need right now to help you process something scientific? Or like the memory or the actual spirit, or all these things one? Can they all be one? Can that all be a yes answer? And then after I was having some experiences with different things, and then I was looking out my door, and so I've been having, I found a trash heap from the 1920s to 40s, and there's a lot of women's things in there, and I felt her calling me, and I found things that she wanted me to find. And this wall I felt, that is another really long story, kind of dissipated. And this was all really new and weird for me. And so I've been interpreting these layers. So then when I look out the back door and I see the old well house next to my pile, and I see it as a chicken coop, an old chicken coop. And my first thought was looking into history and seeing this woman's, because there's all these bones and all these different things inside my trash heap, chicken bones and stuff. And I was thinking of seeing this woman's chicken coop and history. And then I thought scientifically, and I thought, no, you can see that the way the trees lay, the way the fence lays in front of it, and the way everything's set up, that illusion is just sitting there waiting to happen, especially with this on my brain. But then I thought, what if illusions are sat there as memories, as this reminder? And if you enter into different layers, you can see these illusions. And if not, they're just anyway, you can see where I'm going with that and maybe dig into it a little. I just been having a lot of crazy, weird thoughts lately. And I love to combine yeses. I don't see any reason to separate everything. We don't have to say that just because something is one way, it's not another. We can say that that too is one, and everything can be the correct answer. Why can't it? Why not? Why do we have to choose what we think and what we believe and how we feel? Why can't it just be yes? Anyway, there's a lot out there if you take time to be present with it. I encourage you to maybe think outside the box and go outside, meditate, pick something and just relax, and don't force anything. Just see if you can connect with nature and maybe with something, and see if you hear something from it. Anyway, I know this was a little bit crazy of a show. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope you found something that you can think about and contemplate and maybe grow from in this ramble. I'm not sure how organized these thoughts were. Had I just decided to come out with everything in the beginning, maybe it could have came out smoother, but maybe we learned something from my rambling around and deciphering what I want to say and how to say it. Who knows? Anyway, have yourself a great week and enjoy everything you can. Namaste.